Hey, what's up, guys? We are live with Blackrue's show here. Let me just start this how I normally start all of my videos with a little intro from Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe it was Blackrue investing.
My man Indigo. All right, y'all. We're going to do a little bit about privacy tokens today. So let me go here. Got a black screen right now, and boom. Should see the window. You know what? I'm just going to do display. All right, sweet. Let me go over here so I can gather some comments. Should see the window. You know what? I'm just going to do display. And then let me mute myself on there. All right, y'all. So we good to go today, y'all. So just a little recap about what we went over last week. So last week we went over metaverse coins, and everything that I tell you guys about is pretty much, I'm thinking it's going to be like a long-term swing trade, like more than like a week to a couple of months depending. Just so happened we had a nice little week last week. So cornucopias was nice. It was at about 3 cents when we were talking about it. NFT worlds. So this whole group got a nice little pump. This was at 16. It's at 21 now. Yeah. So a couple of coins we talked about did really nice. But you know what? Today we're going to be talking about privacy coins. And the reason why this is an actual thing, King and Zay went on about this when it actually happened. But remember when MetaMask, let's bring this up here. Let me make sure it's not, okay. Remember when MetaMask sanctions, Russia. So remember when MetaMask sanctioned Russia, and we actually got to find out. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like it's showing. Okay. MetaMask happened by IFRA and Russian sanctions. So they're the ones who actually imposed the sanctions. I don't know why they're saying MetaMask hampered by. MetaMask were the actual people who proposed the sanctions and didn't allow people to send transactions over to Russia. And then I got a lot of people thinking, okay, if MetaMask is not decentralized and somebody can just cut off my crypto, maybe I need to start going into privacy tokens, all right? And while we're here, come on over to the channel, like and subscribe. We're about 11 away from 1,000. It's just darkhorsewatcher.com, and it leads you straight to the channel. But reason I came over here is I did a video on ESG. And if you guys don't know what ESG is, it's almost like a social score for companies, like a socialized score for companies. So let's just look this up right quick. Environmental, social, and governance. So check out that video if you really want to get in depth with it. I went over like a video from Kim Iverson on The Hill. But here, let me kill Discord. It's just gonna keep beeping. Okay, so I went over a video with Kim Iverson, and basically she was saying like King and Zay has been telling y'all all this time, like, it's only a matter of time before this environmental social governance thing goes over to real life and people, so that people have a social credit score. And then, what happens then? They cut off your crypto, they cut off your bank, what I mean? They cut off your paycheck. Who knows? Like, they fine you. So, countless number of things that can happen there. So, like, in that instance, maybe we should start looking at privacy coins, right? And the thing to keep in mind with privacy coins is you kind of want a private way in and a private way out, so to speak. But I'm going to mention like my top 5 privacy coins. Let me go see over here and see who's here. Parabolic P, what's up? Yeah, King's like, I'm about to let you know about that Discord. Yeah, it's up here beeping. My bad, brothers. So yeah, so we got yeah, so that social credit score type deal can come into crypto. So we should just kind of keep ourselves prepared. And if we come over here and grab coin number 1, you'll see around about March, when this was all kind of popping off, this coin had a nice little surge, only to kind of die back down. So, and I'm gonna have a lot of chart stuff on here. If you want to know about the chart stuff, I do that on my channel too. It's like beginners playlist. So check that playlist out. It'll tell you about RSI, about Wyckoff, about Gann charts, stuff like that. But for right now, we're just gonna use simply use our eyes, and it'll be very clear. So let me make this big, and then do full screen. Okay. So about when this happened and broke off around March, this had a big push up. And it came back down, and then later it really pushed up. And me and my patrons, we got this. If you're interested in the Patreon, go to any one of my videos. The link will be in the description. So we really did have a really nice time right here and had like a 2x. But again, we're all thinking long term. Now it's already pulled back. You can see it's looking like it's about to curve back up. And another thing here, when the 50 EMA crosses the 200 EMA, all of these boys go bullish. So right now, when it comes back down, it goes a little bearish. And as you can see right here, it's trying to come back and cross again. So that means really good things for us if it can come back over here and the 50 can cross again like it did here. And I can show you you guys like multiple examples of that, but we're just going to work with Haven right now, and you'll see it in other coins as we go on. All right. So Haven, the thing that's really like kind of great about Haven is that they offer their own stable coin. And we can come over here and kind of look at that description here in Coin Market Cap. And I know I had Haven up here. My happy little mouse, man. I tell you, every time it does double clicks on me. Okay, so here we are. Okay, here we go. So Haven Protocol is similar to an offshore bank where users create private tokens that represent stable and volatile assets, including commodities and fiat currencies such as USD. They have like USD, euros, a whole bunch of different currencies. The protocol is based on Monero, so that's very interesting. Like Monero is like the king of all kings of privacy coins. And the reason why I'm not going to do Monero tonight is because the SEC has a target on Monero's back. So we're not going to do Monero tonight, but this is based off Monero. And just to let you guys know, it did have a hack in the past. So They have since fixed things since that hack, but to just let y'all know, full transparency, it did have a hack in the past, and that was before that little surge that we saw. But anyways, what I wanted to let you guys know is this part. The team branded and birthed the new mainnet of Haven Protocol by launching the XUSD coin. So what sets them apart, no other privacy coin has a stable coin. So essentially, you could put your assets in here and have your X Bitcoin. They have Bitcoin as a fiat in their protocol. If Bitcoin gets like unstable, you just move your money into their XUSD stable coin, and now you have a stable private asset. So that's what really puts Haven on the map. But if we go even deeper into it, Haven, let me see. So Haven, okay. Let's go back a little bit. So one thing I wanted to let you guys know is Cake Wallet, which you can get on Android and your Apple app, is a kind of private wallet that you could use to put your funds on here. As a reminder, Cake Wallet is the only mobile wallet that allows its users to transact in complete anonymity using fungible stable assets like XUSD. Now, here's the deal though. Someone could still see in your Google history or your Apple history that you downloaded Cake Wallet. So you have to consult someone who's like a really good guru on this whole privacy thing to leave no trace, but that would still be a trace. So just know that. And then another thing with Haven Protocol, grab my notes here again. They just hooked up with Thorchain, and with the use Thorchain, you don't need to use a centralized exchange to go like exchange your funds through them. So it says, think about it. When Thorchain launches on Haven, nobody will ever need to use a centralized exchange to go in and out of a private and stable currency. So they're hitting all the points there. They're both private and stable, and once they get in with Thorchain, they're kind of already in. They just haven't gotten the finer points done yet. So once that happens, you don't need to use a centralized exchange to keep yourself private and stable with Haven. So last thing on Haven is a very, very small supply, 23 mil. All right, and that supply is lower than it used to be, and that's due to their protocol. And if you guys really want to analyze their protocol, go right ahead and look at the white paper. But in order to get your funds kind of into Haven, it's like a burn and mint type of deal that you do there. So you buy whatever amount of Haven at whatever amount Haven is at that point, and it all gets converted into their XUSD coin. And then when you're ready to take it out, it comes out as whatever Haven is at that point in time. So interesting tokenomics in that they can play with it, and that this is also a proof of work protocol, so that makes it even more secure. But they have hooks in there where they can play with the circulating supply if they want to, in order to like keep the price of Haven at a certain amount of price. But just know, like, this is a pretty low supply, and if they wanted to, as the demand got like more, they could increase that if that's what they see that they need to do. So that's something to note. And let me see if there are any questions, and then we'll move on to the next coin. So next coin here is a coin that I really like a lot, pre-search. So you can already see I'm using pre-search with my Google. So y'all already know, if y'all watch King and Zay in the morning, DuckDuckGo has kind of gone the way of Google, and that they're censoring information. So if you put in any type of truther or conspiracy type deals in DuckDuckGo or Google, you might not find what you're looking for. But if you install pre-search, and I'm using the pre-search extension here, if you install pre-search, then boom, you'll actually find what you need. And if, in some case you're like, okay, the search engine is not finding what I actually need, then you can actually click on these and go through these search engines as well. Um, Another thing I really like about them, let's go to their website. Is with pre-search, their nodes are cheap. I think you only need like 2,000 pre-search to have a node, and it's really easy to get that up and running. And they also give you tokens for just using the search. It'll hurry up and go into mine. Okay. Okay, I'll just go into my little account here. All right, just in fear that it doesn't show my wallet or show some wallet information or anything private. Um, Trust me, it gives you a little bit of coin every time you search. Um, so yeah, so that's there. Pre-search, very, 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 very useful if you want to be not tracked when you're searched and to actually find information that's censored by Google and censored by DuckDuckGo in this whole centralized web that we're into nowadays. You'll actually find it if you use pre-search. So that's very, very, very cool to have your search activity not censored and not kind of tracked by using pre-search. So all you got to do is download their pre-search search extension and you're good to go. So there's pre-search. We did pre-search and we did Haven. Next, we're going to do a coin called Pirate. So Pirate token is another one of these coins. Like it's pretty much its own privacy chain. Um, and let's go down here. What I really like about it, it says it uses ZK Snarks technology, zero knowledge cryptography. So cryptography, excuse me, utilizes shield peer-to-peer transactions. I looked up ZK Snarks. They say that it is resistant to quantum computing. So that's quite amazing. If it's resistant to quantum computing, which explains why, like, maybe the FBI cannot crack these things because it's resistant to quantum computing. They also have their own phone app, and if we go to their website here, they let you know all the exchanges that you can use to get on there and get some pirate token without having to do KYC. So KuCoin, and the list goes on. No longer Gate.io is full KYC, and you can't even use them in the US anymore. But CoinX and KuCoin, those are options that you can use. So really high on this one, and it's another one with a short little supply, only 200 million. Like in comparison, if we go look at, I think it's Luna or Avalanche, they're about around that same supply. Okay, Terra is 350 right now, and then Avalanche. Okay, so about 400. So it's even more. It's a half Avalanche. So that's pretty nice to see. So if it really wanted to go on a run, it could. And like I said, they got their own phone app. So If you use the non-KYC ones and use their phone app, then I assume that you could probably get in here like really private. And then it's just the getting it out part that you would need to figure out. But yeah, really, really high on Pirate Chain. Let me go see if we got any questions. What have I missed so far? You're gonna have to watch it to get that one, my brother. Let's see here. Craig Davis, welcome. I can't see this name. I'm blind, y'all. Twin Cities, 612, welcome. Marielos, I'm not gonna butcher your last name. Welcome. Craig Davis, welcome. Arm Jr., welcome. Okay. Well, thanks for listening at work. Appreciate it. So, just a little bit of catch up. Privacy tokens. Reason why we're going over privacy tokens is that whole thing that happened with MetaMask, where they basically proved that they weren't decentralized and they cut off sending money to Russia. And again, I'm not like for or against anyone. Like, I think the people that lose out the most in this are the people, like the Ukrainian people and the Russian people. So, you know, just let that be known right there. But yeah, so and we got things like ESG. We got the things like with the MetaMask. Like, maybe we need to look into privacy coins. So my next privacy coin is Secret. Now, Secret kind of just adds to what we have with the Cosmos network. So let's look at Secret here. Privacy blockchain built on Cosmos. Its smart contracts are called secret contracts, allowing dApps to use private data on Secret, similar to how smart contracts operate on other blockchains. However, secret contracts transfer encrypted inputs into encrypted outputs without exposing data. This is made possible thanks to encrypted contract states during the execution. So let's look at here on the DeFi. So DeFi really tracks really close to price, y'all. And if y'all want to look at that, y'all have to look at my previous videos. Which reminds me, I gotta get King to put it in a playlist so y'all can just look at all the videos. But look here at the chains. So Secret is in here, and it has 42 mil locked up in here. And that might seem like a little bit, but here's what you really need to know here. There's a chain called Osmosis on Cosmos, and it's truly decentralized. This boy has a ton Osmosis, a ton of money wrapped up in here, to the tune of 1.3 billion wrapped up into here. And you can use the Kepler wallet. So by using the Kepler wallet, you can use a hardware like Ledger wallet. Oh, okay, not wanting to do that. I just wanted to go to the website. Let's see, Kepler wallet. Okay, so Kepler wallet. Resolution on my computer is terrible. So you can see it's completely non-custodial. User private keys are completely encrypted and securely stored on your local computer. But of course, also it supports a hardware wallet. And if you don't want to be private, you can just connect to it via your Google login. So very versatile wallet here with Kepler. But You can put stuff on your hardware wallet, put it in, and now it's in the Kepler, and put it in your Kepler wallet, and just put it directly on Osmosis, and it's truly decentralized. So you kind of got a sense of protection there, which is why you might not really want to use the secret network unless you really want to do some stuff with dApps and like DeFi. Secret itself has that type of deal working for it. If we go Secret, it has a whole suite of dApps, all with the Secret encrypted smart contract technology behind it. In fact, they even have NFTs. So if you guys want to come over here and look at Secret's ecosystem, got Secret Swap, Secret DAO, all these different deals. And I forget where they're, okay, yeah. Legend DAO is their NFT minting platform. So very cool here with Secret. And I think if that might be one more that we're talking about. Oxen. Okay. So Oxen, I know you guys have heard of WhatsApp and Telegram. Those deals really aren't that secret. They're really not that private, even though they kind of tout that. What Oxen does, Oxen has a program called Session. I've yet to download it yet. But Session kind of works on a onion router, kind of like Tor. Okay. And that's how they're really actually truly private. So if you wanted to download Session and actually have a private conversation with somebody on the other end, you really could. So that's Oxen's claim to fame. And like I said, if we come over here and look at the price chart, all right, see, that's not my Discord this time. It's my little updates. Okay, but let's look at Oxen, which you can buy on KuCoin, by the way. So again, around the time when this all was popping off, like it took a month, or well, some people just hopped on it like immediately on March like 4th, but took a little while. Like a month later, it went up big time. Like me and my patrons, we got another little 2x off of this. But here, I think it's a really big thing long term, because they said they also kind of want to look into having a privacy stablecoin. But as of yet, Haven is the only one that does it. But as you can see from this huge pullback, it zoomed up all the way to 95. It's chilling out at 57. Seems like it might be a decent buy at this price right here. So let me see if there are any questions. I had some more material ready for y'all just in case I zoomed through this too fast. Let me see. Salute Arm Jr. All right, so since we zoomed through that privacy material, I want to go over some exchanges, because I really love like swaps and exchanges, and I think that's like where you can get the most out of your money there. One of which, brother Ocean did a really good video on the Gentleman of Crypto Network. So I definitely want you guys to check out his video, but I just want to mention this exchange right quick. Clever. This is built on the Tron network, as you can see with the Tron contract right here. Had a nice little run in it over the last 3 months. Went from about 2 cents all the way up to about 4. It was close to 4 here. But here's the thing that is really going to propel it. It has a mainnet launch that's coming up in 3 months. So it's going to have its own blockchain, its own layer 1 blockchain. You can make a lot, and that's one thing that you can really usually make a lot of money off of. Or let me say, not financial advice, but coins generally run into their mainnet launches. So this one's going to launch its mainnet in about 90 days, I believe it was. And also, they have some staking that they're going to do where they offer 100 APR. But definitely check out Brother Ocean's video because he goes into more depth about it. But Clever is definitely one of those exchanges on my list. Okay. Next exchange, you guys heard me talk about this one before on here. LCX. So LCX, I'm really high on this because they have the evil, quote unquote evil to some people, empire of the World Economic Forum behind them. And the World Economic Forum, they're all about risk. I believe Klaus Schwab was quoted as saying, you'll own nothing and be happy. So that's something. But one of the things to really note about LCX is their CEO, Monty Metzger, seems to be a guy that really, really wants to push this forward. They had a deal in place with Binance, right? Sounds crazy. Where it was supposed to be Binance LCX. And your boy has a video on that, so come check that out. So you can see Monty's right there with CZ right there. And I don't know, maybe if you all can see that. But then it has like Binance LCX there. Definitely check out the video. But just a short little thing on the video. Check it out for more detail. But what I really think happened there is that Binance is not regulated enough for like the World Economic Forum. So they had to split that deal apart, and Monty Metzger just went off on his own and built LCX. So LCX, I really love some of the things that they do. Just like this Tiamon's idea that they had. It's almost like a DeFi NFT. It's an NFT backed by diamonds, which offers you a earn to own model, which by just holding the NFT, you get paid out these TIA tokens, TIA for Tiamin, and these boys, you get paid them every minute for holding your diamond, your Tiamin NFT. If you want, you can return your NFT and kind of redeem your diamond for that NFT. But this is one of these long term plays because due to their tokenomics, they're basically going to, and here it is, they're going to reflect a fee of every buy, sell, and transfer on the chain is reflected back to TMN holders. They also going to rebalance with that 10% fee, and that they're going to put 2.5% of that into LCX, which is going to get locked up into LCX reserve, thereby also pushing LCX forward, making it more rare out there. And then they're going to burn 2.5% of TMNs, of the TIA token. So right now the TIA token I think is sitting at 1 cent, but over time as these things get burned, it's going to be more rare until it's really it's doing something. And I'm sure in the future they'll probably do some like flash loans with TIA or LCX, but they're just kind of getting everything off the ground. They have a U.S. platform, but they're currently doing some revamping on the way the platform looks. Is kind of odd and like not kinky, but like it's it's odd to work with. Um, so they're gonna make it like more modern, more of like a Coinbase feel, more of like an app feel. So the exchange is kind of better to work with, but you can already see as far as the regulations go, there's a big beef, and they have like kind of the inside track because they're working with the World Economic Forum to take Binance down over in that area. So really high on these guys for the long term. Rumors are that they're going to have their own blockchain. If you go and look at their if you go look at their what is it, their job postings, they actually do have postings for blockchain developers. So they're working on getting their own blockchain, and then that's really when this is going to go skyrocket, right? And you know all about the regulations. The European like union that does regulations, I think they call them the MiCA, MICA, and you guys can go look all of that up. But or just come over to my my channel and watch my videos. I got like 9 or 8 LCX videos. Just run the playlist and you can get all up to date on it. But yeah, LCX is my next exchange on my list. And then the next is an exchange called Steam Exchange. I understand when we're talking about Steam Exchange here, this is one of those exchanges where it's like you're going to have to wait a while to kind of see the return on your investment. They're 0.00011. So your boy's gonna get a relationship started with them. I was talking like to one of the guys on the actual Steam group. They have a tight little group of 4 people. But it's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys remember the whole Quadriga thing. Crypto Blood was actually in the he was in the Netflix documentary on it, but their owner was actually affected by the whole Quadriga thing. If we come over here and take a look, the guy's talking to, I was talking to Inky. I'm actually going to strike a relationship with these guys. And it was so striking to me that on, like, if you watch these guys and you watch their AMA, they actually answer questions from their AMA live. So like they're very, very confident in their platform, and they're not trying to like stick it to anybody because they're answering real questions. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I was really really like happy about is when I was talking to this guy, I was like, you know, I didn't even have to bring up that my like kind of censorship that censorship wasn't even a problem for them. They want an honest opinion on their platform. He was even like telling me like, okay, you can do something on our AMAs and offer your honest opinion. Like, wow, you know, right? So I brought this guy up because look, their founder had invested in Quadriga X and lost who knows how much money. So he was really moved to start this exchange in Canada. And I don't know if you guys know, but they booted Binance out of Canada because they weren't, again, following regulations, right? So Binance wasn't really following regulations there. So it's really a place that's ripe for another exchange to come in and really like take over, right? So another thing that I really liked about this exchange is that they gave no team tokens. So nobody on the team got like pre-given any tokens, which is almost unheard of. That I don't know any other project where the team didn't get like tokens just off the bat. They wanted to do that, and if you just listen to like their AMAs, they're like they're stopping 51% attacks. And they're even thinking about, because this guy, he's big into mining. He was even saying like, okay, if a big mining rig comes in and like they're like a $5 million mining rig and they're getting like 10 in a row successful epochs, then after 10 in a row, we're going to limit them so that all the other people don't get like pushed out by this huge miner. Who really thinks of that? So another thing, when they get up and running, they're going to have their own blockchain. So the last AMA covers their blockchain, which is called Rails Protocol. Definitely suggest you guys check that out. They're supposed to have the block exchange up and running in Q2 of this year, but they've also said like, hey, we may have to push it back past Q2, but that's the goal, Q2. So they're really thinking long term and making sure that this exchange doesn't have any bugs or errors in it. So really, I think it's kind of a diamond in the rough. But like I said, like don't expect for that to have returns like tomorrow. This is something that's like 0.0001 or whatever. Like, so it's an investment for a year or so out. It'd be like, imagine investing in, let me go back. So imagine investing in, no. Dang it, I swear to goodness, I hate that it keeps doing this to me. I thought I just had LCX up. I should have just pressed back and it should have been LCX. But imagine investing in LCX when they were just going, right? And you know your boy loves precedent. Look at LCX back here. Same, pretty much same deal, right? 0.0004, right? So it's like investing in LCX 2 years ago. You had to wait like a year and a few months till it actually got to a cent, 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, right? So same thing here. Oh, okay, now I can press back. Same thing here. You're getting this at the starting point, but just know like when they actually start, they're going to have their blockchain already up and running, and know too that one of the things that they're going to do is this is going to be like they have a centralized exchange where they're going to be vetting people. So that's going to be looking really good to investors that they're vetting people. But from what I saw somewhere, I believe they're also going to have a decentralized exchange too, a DEX. So they should have both. But you know, it's pretty funny. We just went over privacy coins, but then here we are with LCX and Steam Exchange, two exchanges that are probably going to really focus on hitting these regulations, because this one, Steam Exchange, because of what happened to Quadriga, and LCX because they're linked in with World Economic Forum. So both two different reasons for exchange. Like World Economic Forum is pretty much going to want to trace everything from womb to tomb. And Steam Exchange is like, okay, we saw what happened with the Quadriga, so we're going to vet people and we're going to make sure people's money don't get stolen like that ever again in Canada. So two different reasons why regulation, well, two or one different reason why regulation is a good thing. So, you know, to each their own, but I'm pretty high on these two. Another one, which we kind of mentioned already, is CoinX. It was one of the exchanges that works with Pirate Token. If you want to actually buy Pirate Token and like not have any KYC, this is one of the avenues you can use. We come over here and look at its chart. Man, I don't know what it is, but the chart used to sit right here for me. Now something with the resolution has changed, where I gotta scroll down a little bit. But here we go. So it was as high as 14 cents, and it looks like that whole thing with the privacy, right, happened around this time, like right after March. So it boosted up after that whole privacy thing, only to come and settle back down here at 6 cents, which is kind of like the Fibonacci range and all of this other jazz with charting that you guys whatever, right? But to my estimation, sitting here at 6 cents, we're getting it at more than half off. So that's my deal here with CoinX. It's one of those no KYC tokens, and they're providing you with their own coin where you can get, extra benefits on like fees that you're charged on their exchange. So definitely go check that out. And I think those are the only exchanges that I wanted to cover at this point. So let me go see if there are any questions. I'm in Canada. I use Binance every day. Binance has had issues with regulations in Ontario, but that is settled. Um, okay. Then maybe I just got the wrong information there. I was told that they were getting like kind of the boot, but hopefully that is settled. But I still think that a good amount of space for Steam Exchange in Canada to do some good stuff. Man, get those likes up, bro. Really out here doing the real due diligence. You ain't getting this from BitBoy. man, my only problem with BitBoy is that he dumps on people. I don't like that. Like, you're already getting like money from like mentioning things on your show, and you're dumping on people too. On top of that, that's just, to me, that I don't agree with that. And you can go watch. It's not just me saying it. Don't think I'm just hating here. You can go watch tons of videos on YouTube with people saying the exact same thing. So use caution, guys. Use caution out here. So let's see here. Anybody got any questions? We got 12 more minutes. See, this is the only bad part about trying to do a video by yourself. You just zoom through the information, and like people aren't asking questions, so it takes a little bit. Pulse chain, man, I'm not so sure how I think about Pulse chain. I know that chain is connected to Richard Hart and Hex. I just don't know about that, man, because I seen Hex. If we go look at Hex's price, kind of zoomed up, then came down, and it's like, like, I'm not, I don't know. And what is this with the supply here with Hex? How did it go to one? Is this right? 173 billion hex is the supply of hex now? Is that real life now? Maybe that explains why it went so. Because it zoomed here, and then all of a sudden, like, they were bringing out Pulse Chain and what's that other thing? I can't remember off the top of my head. But Pulse Chain, and aren't they related to oh man, I can't remember the chain off the top of my head. Is it like, oh man, I can't remember it. But anyways, I'm not so sure about Hex, y'all. So I have to do some more research on that one and come back. Let's see. Reno, what up? Okay, well, you know what? You know what I can do? Let's look at Hedera right quick. Hedera is getting, actually, where's that DeFi thing? Okay. So Hedera is getting a whole bunch of money locked up into it because we just had a platform actually give you staking for Hedera. Come over here, search. Okay, it's right in front of me. Okay. So 62 mil already locked up in this platform. So I'm really expecting Hedera to kind of blow up when it actually does get its DeFi up and running. Because I mean, they're counting this as DeFi because it's, I guess, you know, it's one portion of it. You get to stake it, but this is supposedly going to be their first DeFi project right here, AK.io. When they can actually get this boy up and running, then maybe we might actually see something from Hedera, right? They also have a few different NFT things up, but right now they're just jokes because they don't really have anything on them. It's just people like putting out like individual NFTs that have no community or no platform behind them at this point. So, but I'm still looking for Hedera to kind of pop out once DeFi is online, and then once they actually have a real thing going for some of these NFTs that they actually do have, like Hedera. I think it's Hedera Punks is one of the ones that's actually a real live one. How do they put their thing? H Punks maybe. I'm not gonna be able to find it. But let me see if there are any more questions with the last 7 minutes. Yep, the name of my channel is Ruel Black. Right here. But easy way to go to it is just go darkhorsewatcher.com. That leads directly to my channel. darkhorsewatcher.com. And that reminds me, let me just go on there right quick, let you know some videos you guys can kind of get up to date with my channel and know what I'm about with these altcoins. So first of all, and thank you for the subscriptions. Got 3 people already subscribed. Thanks, appreciate it. Ooh, and this one, guys. Oh my God, this is something. Yeah, just come on the channel and look at these playlists. But I need to drop this information to y'all for real here. Check out this video here. DrivenX. DrivenX is this coin. Basically, you can kind of think of it as a hacking. They're trying to help with like security and all of that. And you heard like Zay talk about it last week. There was some place that got kind of hacked that they pulled off an exploit where they got money out of like Aave, Compound, all of this. So DrivenX just struck up this deal with Polygon Studios, okay? Right? This partnership will allow us to build out our utility, so our Polygon NFTs, CyberNice NFT can protect you from your crypto hackers, right? Now, do they have any relation to the real Polygon? Okay, building in the metaverse, owned and operated by Polygon. Boom, the Polygon. So I think what this is probably going to be is a little test. If everything works out well with Polygon Studios, then they can move them over to the real Polygon. If we come over here, the only place you can buy these guys is on Binance Smart Chain. But if we look at it, they just had a nice little, I don't want to show, wallet. Oh God, I just, I'm sorry guys, I think I'm going. I didn't mean to do that. It's gonna go. Okay, since I'm on you guys, thing, it's not gonna matter. I can just bring that back up. But okay, so look at PooCoin here. Now, if that was my live stream, I would have been hosed. Um, so Driven X has had a nice little pullback. Driven X. It zoomed from like 0.007 all the way up to 4 cents. Now it's down here sitting at about 2, which is like half of what the whole run was, which might be like a really good point to average in if you want to average in. But I think, since I don't know that many people know about it, so I think it might be a good opportunity to look at, especially if they're already bringing on Polygon and Polygon companies. This might be the beginning of a nice little big thing for them. So definitely check out Driven X. Let me bring them back up over here. I'm from Detroit, y'all, so that's why you see all that Brad Holmes like propaganda. So yeah, definitely check these guys out. Definitely do your own DD, but check out the video I put out on these guys. Definitely something for you guys to look at. And let me come over here and make sure there are no more questions with the last little part of our live, because we can go a little bit over. I don't think there's anybody coming on after me. So sorry about that. I got a little overzealous with that click again, man. Every time it gets me every time. Let's see here. I could probably just find it real easy with my history, maybe. Come on. Here we go. Oh yeah, little Guy Fawkes mask. I'm about that life. Alright, it's probably going to show me talking, so I'm going to have to mute that. Let me make sure we don't have any more questions. Okay, yep, I'm still muted. Okay. So yeah, my website again is darkhorsewatcher.com. All you gotta do is Dark Horse Watcher. Dark Horse, like I would have sucked in Police Academy. Darkhorsewatcher.com. And that'll lead directly to my YouTube. And you can check out videos like that one on Driven X that I was telling you about. But definitely check out my LCX playlist. Check out my playlist for... Oh, wow, that's a good number right there. I'm going to have to say that. 999s. Definitely come over here and check out my playlist on... Okay, here's the playlist. So definitely come out and check out my playlist for best sectors for 2022 crypto. I go over sectors that I really care about. I really think the best way to kind of tackle this, or the way I tackle it, is I look at sectors. Two of which we already went over tonight. Privacy sector and the swaps and exchange sector. I got a couple other ones in there like payment cryptos and whatnot. Check that out. Metaverse crypto plays, which we went over on our second show. Definitely check out the second show here on the Gentlemen of Crypto Network. Went over like all the new metaverse plays, but some of the ones in here are some of the ones that are still good, but I tried to get you over to the newer ones like Rose, Cornucopias. Definitely check that out. And then we have here the beginner stock learning videos. That's where I go over the charting. And yeah, that's what we got, y'all. All right, and when you guys like and subscribe, definitely click the bell so you can get some notifications. I got a couple collaborations coming up pretty soon with some other people too, so definitely going to want to check those out. Thanks for joining the YouTube, guys. Really appreciate it. We're going to be back at it over here, y'all, on Saturday. So Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Don't worry about it if you can't wake up that early, man. You know, the replay will always be playing. Gotta think about what I'm gonna go over on Saturday. But if you guys have any recommendations, definitely put it in the comments, because I'll be looking at the comments, seeing how the show went, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. Check you guys out again Saturday, 9:30 on the Gentleman Crypto Network. Really appreciate y'all for coming out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.